Ndị Awommama ekelekwe m nụ ka onye chiri ya zere biko enwere one short video nshi ka m metụgode ka m nọfu ebe m nọ nyawa Awommama ụbara ogu biko ni umeji ka ukwu since 4 days na biko ndị mba anyị enwere ihe gbanwejigo m anya nsị ka m bịa anọ m n'ụlọ nsị ka m bịa ka m ji okwu m bịa ka m confirm ma wee eziokwu onye m nọ m bịa ewu Davitus nọ ga-amata Davitus na-agba aja n'anya tipa ọ na supply ndị mmadụ aja ọ wee ihe nọ m bịa ihe ụzọ tipi ya na-abụ adịghị yakwane compound ya ka m nọ adịda ya enwedị nsogbu ihe anyị nwetaga n'ụzọ na oche ọrụ ala alụge ndị amị agba egbe nga ebe m gosigo m wee egbe agbara agba otu deda ya wụ onye nwụrụ anwụ ihe mba ịgwakwa n'ụwo deda ya wụ dịkwa bandit ọ dịkwa onye oshi ọ dịkwa kidnapper ọ na-emegide dịkwa mmadụ anụbeghị m lekwa onye ha na ya abụọ kojiri na Awommama oshikwa ọrụ ala alụge lekwa ebe ha gbara egbe mgba atụ dede m emedịkwa ịkpọ ha na Vitus na Awommama ụbara oge emedo onye na-amado onye ọ dịkwa bandit ọ dịkwa onye oshi ọ na-emegide dịkwa mmadụ gọọmenti agbagbuo ya nye nche ịgba gọọmenti onye agha gburu ihe ọ dịkwa onye ọjọọ ọ dịkwa onye oshi ọ dịkwa kidnapper ọ dịkwa bandit ndị Igbo onye gburu ihe ahụ dịkwa bandit echile na ọgụma na ọwa onye oshi na ọwa onye ọjọọ na ha nweta ndị bandit na Awommama onye gburu ihe ahụ dịkwa onye ọjọọ elele m anya since how many days no.
Now, in conclusion of this particular story, it's not even a story. It is a reality of what is happening in Biafraland. Vitus, an innocent man who did not commit any crime. In fact, according to the person giving this update, he clarified that Vitus is a good person. Vitus is always, that particular man who speaks out, for the people. Vitus is a good man who did not commit any crime, but yet has been kpied by the terrorist zoo army. Vitus is a victim, of what the zoo government and the zoo has done to a lot of Biafrans. There are so many of them. Which can we speak and which can we leave at this particular time? The reality is that I will always call out our people and I will always speak out concerning the injustices being meted in Biafraland until our people begin to stick together in one accord, in one unity. I've made references to some certain examples that were given to us while I was growing up. They will always tell me, my dad would tell me that it's always good to be united as a family. Then he will always give me an example of when you bring a broom in a bunch and you try as much as possible to break it, it is harder. But when you decide to start breaking those broomsticks one after the other, is as easy as piece of cake. And this is the unity we are talking about. When we decide to stick together, it is difficult for us to be broken by these people. They've kpied numerous people. Look at what is happening in Anambra State. Awommama community, this is not the first time I've seen the high level of insecurity in Awommama community in Imo State. Actually, it is actually baffling, because this high level of insecurity was actually being caused by the zoo, by the zoo government infested governors. These governors were actually brought in by the zoo, and their loyalties lie only to the zoo. And that is why it is very difficult, to bring these people down, because the zoo government is in total control of the governors that is ruling our people. On that note, now another information that is coming to us is that the Anambra Joint Security Forces claim that they raided criminal camp in Ihiala, destroying the IPOB member. I know the IPOB team, will be speaking concerning this tomorrow, because this is not the first time we've seen issues concerning the zoo police coming out to say that they raided a community in Biafraland and they Kpai so commanders, Eastern Security commanders, and the rest of them. This is just propaganda to cause, more controversies in Biafraland. Now, let us go into that news, but do not forget that this is our news platform that gives you more updated news on information happening in Biafraland. Now, let us go into the news for today. Anambra Joint Security Forces raid criminal camps in Ihiala, destroy bomb factory, demobilize IEDs. The news in detail. Security forces in Anambra State have intensified their offensive against criminal elements with a successful raid on a notorious camp in Iseke, Ihiala local government area, leading to the destruction of a local bomb factory and the recovery and demobilization of several improvised explosive devices, IEDs. The joint operation, which took place on May 24, 2025, involved personnel from the Nigerian police, the military, and the Anambra State Vigilante Group. According to a statement issued by the Police and Public Relations Officer SP Tochukwu Ikenga, the raid targeted one of the last strongholds of a secessionist group in the state. This criminal camp, which had been impregnable for over 2 years, served as a base from which hoodlums launched violent attacks across the state. SP Ikenga said, during the operation, security operatives successfully destroyed a bomb-making facility and neutralized multiple locally fabricated IEDs. However, one of the devices, which had been buried around the camp, detonated during the operation, causing significant damages to a nearby road. The IED acted as a shield to prevent the joint force from accessing the facility, the statement explained. Fortunately, no lives were lost during the offensive. SP Ikenga emphasized that the joint forces have sustained their operational dominance in the area and are committed to fully reclaiming and securing the region. The security forces have sustained the operational security dominance and advancement aimed at fully reclaiming the area from the criminals, the statement added. Yeah, before we round up today, this is not actually the first time, we've had this kind of lies. And I'm saying it is a lie, from the zoo government. Let us face reality. This is a lie. These people will always bring up propaganda against the indigenous people of Biafra and the Eastern Security Network, no matter how you want to see it. Let's not get deceived by these people. This is not the first time we're hearing that a bomb-making factory has been neutralized. Let them give us evidence. Let them give us evidence, not their own kind of evidence that they organize. Let them stop this rubbish. It is better the zoo government do the needful. All these what is it called? All these things that they are trying to do, you're just trying to create more controversies just to blackmail the indigenous people of Biafra, to blackmail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to blackmail Eastern Security Network. It is not working because people are no longer interested in this art. But meanwhile, do not forget to share this video, especially because of the first video that we posted concerning what happened in Awommama. That you're not involved doesn't mean that tomorrow you cannot be involved. Please share this video and make it go viral. Let Biafrans know what is happening in Biafraland.